Now it's big cat time. Dun, dun, dun. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? Dun, dun, dun. Because I've written 2 books, as you know. A Silent Predator is about big cats run around northern England, eating people. Shall I read a bit from it? See if I can find a bit where a big cat's getting somebody. Got to be here somewhere. I know it does happen. I wrote the bugger. I'm just trying to find a bit. Hey. Hang on, is that it? No, that's something else. It's here somewhere. Right. Here we go. Right. This is where a couple of characters. We've got a character called Marie and a character not inspired by you, Marie. And the character called Chopper, where they're in their car and they're doing some like cheeky things. But they have an argument, and then something happens. Here we go. Chopper's gone off out of the car to do something, and she calls after him. Chopper, she called. Where are you, you knobhead? It's not for kids, this book, by the way. The rustling of leaves was her only reply. Shite here then, I'm off home. She pulled open the passenger side door and reached in to grab her jacket. Something heavy pushed her forward, smashing her mouth against the top of the open door. Ow! She felt her front teeth shatter and saw her own blood spray across the damp white roof of the Montego, which is a car. So there you go. She slumped to the ground, her hands going to her mouth and coming away with rich dark liquid on them. She blubbered, spitting more blood onto her drawn-up legs. The pain was so intense that she felt as though her whole face had been decimated. Her vision became blurred as tears filled her eyes and pain flooded her entire head. What had happened? Who had hit her? Chopper? Why? A movement in front of where she was sitting had her frantically wiping the tears from her eyes, dark mascara and eyeliner smearing on the backs of her hands. Chopper? Well, she'd be like, Chopper? She quickly realised that it was not her boyfriend. From his hiding place beneath the car, Terence Bennett, Chopper to his friends, sobbed fitfully yet silently as he watched his girlfriend being ripped apart by the massive black animal that had taken his fingers. Earlier on, it had his fingers bitten off. He nursed his injured hand and listened to the feeding of the beast, blood still streaming from his broken nose. This all happened a couple of pages earlier. He watched through swollen eyes as its sleek muzzle disappeared into Marie's torso, tearing out and devouring internal organs with a precision that would have made a surgeon proud. Marie's left arm flopped around as the animal gorged itself, flicking underneath the car and almost touching Chopper. He stifled a scream, real tears flowing over the permanent artificial one on his left cheek, because he thought he were a tough guy. There we go. That was a snippet from Silent Predator about big cats eating people, particularly a young girl called Marie. As I said, not inspired by you, Marie. I've got a friend called Marie. Anyway, so we need to get to this new story. With 2, actually. With 2. One about a video that says convincing footage. I'm not convinced. And another one about a celebrity, a British celebrity. So I'll say celebrity that claims to have seen a big cat. So let's get on with it. And then I can bugger off. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button again. Hang on. There we go. I'll get used to this one of these days. Right, very convincing footage shows a big cat lurking in Devon. One person branded the footage as very convincing. One person. So I shouldn't laugh. And there's a still. For some reason, it looks like an opossum to me. Like you see the pictures of an opossum, but let's say it's a still, so I don't know. Footage of the suspected big cat. We see footage of it in a bit. A deer stalker in Devon, was it Sherlock Holmes? He was a deer stalker, didn't he? Has captured incredible footage of a suspected big cat, believed to be a puma. The footage, which has been shared on Big Cat Conservation's TikTok, was captured back in October of last year. According to details in the TikTok video, The witness captured footage of the suspect big cat using a thermal camera. The footage of the animal shows eyes and ears similar to that of the large cat or an opossum. A voiceover on the video says this footage was taken in Devon in October 2022. A deer stalker walked towards an animal at night, filming it with his thermal camera. You can see eyes and ears in this frame quite clearly. But if it's on TikTok, is it that stupid woman's voice? This footage was taken in Devon in October 2022. I can't do it, but it's annoying. We slowed down the footage to show the back end of the animal. Note the length of the tail. By the way, we're going to see. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. We're going to watch it in a minute. As he approached, the animal turned around. And bounded off with something in its mouth. TikTok users were quick to show their amazement at the footage, with one person claiming it was the most convincing video they had seen to date. Right, let's have a look. Is it going to play? Let's do that like that. There we go. We got audio on.
This footage was taken in Devon in October 2022. A deer stalker walked towards an animal at night, filming it with his thermal camera.
You can see eyes and ears in this frame quite clearly.
We've slowed down the footage to show the back end of the animal. The full video at BigCatConversations.com.
Note the length of the tail.
As he approached, the animal turned and bounded off with something in its mouth.
Sorry, I muted myself. So there we go. So that's it. I'm agnostic towards it. I'm ambivalent. I wouldn't say it was convincing. Let's pause it. I'm going to go back to it. Why can't you pause it? Why does it go to that? Can't you get rid of them? Stupid TikTok.
This footage was...
Oh, never mind. Stupid thing. Well, in response to the video, they wrote, "This is probably the only footage I've seen of a UK cat that is very convincing." Another said, "Very convincing footage. Tail is very clear." Like I said, I don't know. Because there were no real way to judge the size of it. It could have been just a cat. But it could have been a big cat. Like I say, I'm open to it. I know they said a puma, but like I say, it's through thermal. It's a thermal thing, so we don't know its colour. We're just getting the heat from it, aren't we? So it could be a black panther for all we know. Anyway, it comes just days after Cotswold driver claimed a big cat as tall as his Land Rover's headlights ran behind his vehicle while he was waiting at traffic lights. Cool. I haven't seen that one. The alleged incident took place during the early hours of Monday, May 15th in Westington Hill near Chipping Campden. It's a cool name. In the Cotswolds. I bet it's near Chipping Norton and the other place where Jeremy Clarkson lives. 45-year-old Steve Woodman saw the huge feline during his commute back from work. Despite previously being a big cat skeptic, Steve says now he knows big cats are out there because he has seen one for himself. Steve works as a night manager at a wedding venue. He said, "I was driving home after work down Westington Hill at around 1 a.m. I stopped at the temporary traffic lights, which were there then, and wishing for them to hurry up and turn green." I know what you feel. Then from the left near side, I saw something and realised it was a big cat. Read more here. There's a link there. So that's a link for this in the description. You can follow it. So there we go. So that's it. I wouldn't say it's convincing, but it's interesting. But we've also got another story as well. So just bear with me while I get to that other one. While I get to the one. And then I can sort some tea out for my lad. He's getting hungry, he says. Right, big cat seen by BBC presenter Claire Balding in Woodland near Gloucestershire border. There she is. Handsome woman. She saw a creature in the Wye Valley and said, "I'm not making it up. It looks very big to me." That looks crossed as that one. I don't think that's the one she saw. Right. Sightings of big cats in Gloucestershire and beyond have been widely shared, with some even saying they have DNA following a sheep attack in the Cotswolds. We've covered that before. Among the most convincing cases, presenter Claire Balding, she was a sports presenter, spotted a mysterious creature in the Wye Valley while she was recording a BBC Radio 4 episode. During audio shared on TikTok from the moment she says it's disappeared completely, hasn't it? It's gone off into the woods and disappeared. I should point out that I never knew that there were stories of a big black cat. So when I saw it, I didn't even say to you, look. I just thought, oh, look. And there's somebody's toes. What's going on? If you have toenail fungus, do this immediately. What, wrap duct tape around it. But you know, I was just trying to describe it, so I promise you I'm not making it up. It looks very big to me, and it didn't scuffle. It was just kind of very confident. What's this one? Is this the one I've just watched? Oh no, it's Claire Boulder. Hey, so let's have a look at this.
Hedgerow in the last few years.
Really? Is it a wildcat?
Well, who knows? No one's actually got photographs of it.
I saw it really clearly. Yeah? It was sitting there and it's just gone off slowly to the left.
I've seen black cats here the size of our Rottweiler. Yes. And our friends have seen a big black cat feeding on deer carcass.
It's disappeared completely, hasn't it? It's gone off into the woods and disappeared, and I'm the only one who saw it.
There's always been stories of a big black cat around on the Dowd ever since we moved here 20 odd years ago. And a number of our friends have seen it, or a cat, but whether it's the same one over 20 years, I really don't know.
I should point out that I never knew that there were stories of a big black cat. So when I saw it, I didn't even say to you, look. I just thought, oh, look. But, you know, I was just trying to describe it. So I promise you I'm not making it up. It looked very big to me.
No, we believe you.
Yeah, and it just sloped. It didn't scuffle. It just kind of very confident and walked across the road and disappeared into the woods. I'm all excited now. Adrenaline's flowing.
Right, so that's that. So that's Claire Balding's sighting. She was interviewing Roger Smith, a village footpath officer, who told her there had been stories of big cat sightings ever since he moved to the area 20 years ago. He said, well, who knows? No one's actually got a photograph of it. This is what we've just listened to. I saw it really clearly sitting here. I've seen a black cat here the size of our Rottweiler. But that video, it sounds like they'd actually just seen it. From the way they're talking, it's like they'd just seen it just disappear into the woods. Or is she talking about something that she saw another time? I don't know. And our friends have seen a big black cat feeding on a deer carcass. By the way, I think the images they were showing were like photoshops showing the size of stuff. I don't think they were actually real big black cats that they had. Dozens of people replied to the video, with many claiming to have seen the creature themselves. One follower wrote, I saw a melanistic jaguar or leopard 22 years ago in Wales. I swore in front of my mum for the first time without getting a slap. Another said, there are so many abandoned railway tunnels. I never swore in front of my mum. There are so many abandoned railway tunnels, it's easy for them to travel if they are here. A third penned, I'm certain I saw one in Lincolnshire last summer in a farmer's field. Earlier this month, a man driving home late at night. Oh, we've just seen that. We just read about that one. While they were stopped at traffic lights. Yeah, blah, blah. We just read about that. Oh, that's it. Right, there we go. So Claire Balding says she's seen a big cat. In Gloucestershire, I think she said, in the Wye Valley. Is that in Cotswold? I don't bloody know. In the Wye Valley, wherever that is. Is that Gloucestershire? I couldn't tell you, but there we go. Right, so just to keep you up. I don't know why I'm so interested in. I don't know why I'm so interested in big black cats recently. But we'll leave it there.